Hello, and welcome to another edition of Words on Marble. This is the Reader's Advantage. My name is Aki Odidi. The last couple of weeks have been devoted to how people can have a better understanding of their savings, spending, and investments. Today's episode is, however, about another important topic, which is very paramount if businesses and society are to evolve and develop optimally. Welcome to the topic of leadership. Today's discussion is therefore titled The Challenge of Leadership. Through the ages, leadership, whether in organizations or society, has been looked upon as the source of inspiration and motivation for followership. Leaders are often looked upon as angels and not as the mere mortal being they are. This brings huge expectations that may sometimes become a burden on leadership. Leaders make every effort to live up to organizations' expectations, and sometimes they also strive to be superhuman in order to live up to societal expectations. When the business environment is uncertain, leaders are expected to absorb that uncertainty and provide solutions. The workforce looks up to leaders in this uncertain period to provide solution and create a pathway out of any difficult situation. When the pathway is murky or cloudy, society and organizations pass the buck onto the leaders. Either way, leadership must carry the burden for both failure and success in business as well as in the society. When there is need for major decisions to be made, leaders are expected to be in the forefront and take responsibility. When decisions later turn out to be incorrect, leaders must bear the consequences of choosing incorrectly. Leaders are expected to act when there is a choice between a bad and a worse decision. Whichever way, the leaders must bear the pain. When the organizations they lead are doing well, leaders are expected to be open and allow employees to ask for salary increase, bonuses, and promotions. When such organizations do not fare well, leaders are expected to keep it to themselves, else they risk losing their best among the workforce. The challenge of leadership is enormous, and there's no way it can be wished away. However, leaders can manage these expectations by embracing the following. Number 1, leaders must allow and accept constructive criticisms. Leaders should be open to criticisms that are meant to move them and the organization they lead forward. They should be open-minded and not act as if every criticism is seeking their downfall. Sometimes leaders learn truth about themselves and the organization they lead by listening to and allowing constructive criticisms to be aired openly and through the right channel by the workforce. Open channels of communication between leaders and followers ensure there is no room for gossips and other destructive side talks that may be counterproductive to the growth of an organization. Number 2, leaders must ask for feedback from multiple sources. Leaders that are proactive rather than reactive ask for feedback about their performance from multiple sources. They encourage honest and objective comments from not only their immediate followers but also from the larger workforce. When leaders allow feedback to come to them rather than asking for it, they may disengage and stiffen the truth that should have been seen firsthand by them in an objective manner. Most leaders are afraid of asking for feedback. Rather, they wait for feedback to come to them. Such leaders hardly have the benefit of receiving objective feedback from employees and their followers. Truth may be masked or hidden, and leaders may be denied the opportunity of having a balanced opinion on issues and happenings in the workplace. The best sources of the leadership feedback are not a leader's inner caucus, but the floor workers in the office who most times are considered insignificant by leaders. These floor workers know and hear more than the followers that are closer to the leader. This is why a leader should allow feedback from multiple sources and avenues. Number 3, leaders must look carefully at all advice. Careful consideration of all advice given by advisors enable leaders to differentiate between the ones that are totally beneficial to them and the organization and the ones that have ulterior motives. While it is true that most people advise with an altruistic motive, there are times when advice is given with hidden motives unknown to the naked eye. Leaders should therefore take their time, make inquiries, and think deeply before accepting any advice. that they are given. They should most times listen to their instinct, as most times God's instincts are correct. Applying knowledge, wisdom, and learning from experiences enables leaders to differentiate between advice that is beneficial to the organization and the ones that are self-serving. This now brings me to the end of part 1 of this series. Watch out for part 2. In the meantime, thank you for listening, and please continue to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Bye for now and stay safe.